Okay, ready? Hi, Erin Turner here, performing Prac5 submission number 1. So we're doing a feeding plan for one of our cats in hospital. And I've just got Dr. Dave Roper here to give us feeding instructions for Fat Boy.
Erin, could you please feed Fat Boy satiety cat food as he is getting fat?
Yes. No worries. All right, so did you want me to work out the amount for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, we'll grab a bag of satiety, which I've got one here. So we just need to find out the metabolized energy, which is just down here. So 3,074 kcal per kilo. So we're going to turn that into per gram. So 3074 divided by 1,000. And I need to write this down as I go because I'm not very good at this. So 3,074 divided by 1,000 equals 3.074. So then we're going to work out Fat Boy's resting energy requirement. So he weighs 8 kilos. So I'll just grab his hospital chart just to confirm. So Fat Boy, domestic short hair, 5-year-old, weight 8 kilos. Very fat specimen just here. And take this so I can write down the amounts on it. So we want to go 70 times 8 to the power of 0.75 there, which equals, so 70 to 8, that equals 332.97. So that'll be our resting energy requirement. And then for our daily energy requirement, we're going to times that by 0.8 because we want him to lose some weight. Times 0.8 equals 266. .38. That's our daily energy requirement. And then we're going to divide that by the metabolized energy per gram. So that'll then be divided by 3.074. Which then equals 86.65 grams per day. So we feed him twice daily as well. So we'll just divide that into 2 just so we're not overfeeding him. So that'll be 43.3 grams per day. Does that sound correct to you, Dave?
That sounds correct.
Lovely. Okay, you can turn it off, it's fine. Okay, so we've just calculated our feeding amount for Fat Boy. So I've just got a scale here and we'll just grab the food and we're going to prepare the food on this bench here. So first off, I'm going to get some gloves. Just to avoid any contamination for me or the food. And then our food, I'll need you to show, is just stored up in here, so in an airtight container, just to avoid any moisture or contamination. So we'll take this out here and grab the scoop out. So we just use one of these. So we'll just turn our scales on, just make sure it's zeroed. Lovely. And then we are working out the grams. Just a little bit more. So 44 grams. So then we'll just need to grab a bowl for him. So ensuring it's nice and clean, there's nothing, no particles or gross stuff in there. So we'll pop the bowl in here, pop his food in there, just turn our scales off quickly. We'll just take this on over to Fat Boy. There you go, Big Rig. We'll check back with him shortly and see how much he's eaten. And we'll just write that all in his hospital chart as well. So he's had 44 grams of satiety, plus his water, and his cage has been cleaned. So some other things you need to look out for when handling food or animals is just like your zoonotic diseases that can get them or us sick, so like leptospirosis or also toxoplasmosis. So using appropriate PPE. If you're pregnant, don't handle any cat feces and try and limit the amount that you handle your cats as well. So we'll check back in shortly and just see how much Fat Boy's eaten of his food. Okay, cool. So we'll go and check Fat Boy now just to see how much he's eaten. Living up to his name, he's polished it off. So Dave, just confirming, he's eaten all his food. Do we need to make any adjustments to the feeding plan at this stage?
No, because he's on satiety and we want him to lose weight, we will continue as planned.
Cool, no worries. And just also reiterating, cats are also obligate carnivores. So they only eat meat. And we'll also write down that yes, he's eaten 44 grams. And he'd had a little sip of his water as well. And I'll go and pop that one back on his cage. And then we will also clean up our treatment area. So we just put our food away. So this one has been resealed with the freshness seal. And pop this back in the hospital food cupboard. In a nice warm dry room, so to avoid any mold or anything like that. And we'll also just give our scales and the bench where we're working wipe down as well. We'll let that sit for 10 minutes. That's just sprayed with F10, and then we'll pop this one in the sink. Also ready to disinfect. So spray that one and let that one sit as well, and we'll give it a good wash out and make sure everything's nice and clean. Perfect.